The old man lifted the metal bucket and dumped the pet he just bought into the fish tank. A fierce, clawing fish instantly appeared before everyone's eyes. It had a sharp, pointed mouth with razor-sharp fangs and an extremely aggressive nature. Everyone was stunned into silence, because it looked exactly like the creatures in ancient fossils. It was from 2 million years ago, the ancient man-eating fish that once ruled the waters. The ancestor of all man-eating fish. Everyone was confused. Theoretically, this species had been extinct for ages. So how could it suddenly reappear? It turns out, just a few days ago, a small earthquake hit the town, causing the lake bed's crust to crack open. It accidentally released ancient man-eating fish, which had been trapped in an underground lake since a volcanic eruption. A huge whirlpool instantly formed in the center of the lake, and a poor fisherman was mercilessly sucked into it. With a loud scream, the fisherman died in the brightly colored waters. The police received a missing person report afterward. They rushed to the lake to investigate. They found the fisherman's wooden boat. The sheriff reached out to pull the boat closer, but the wooden bridge suddenly collapsed, and the sheriff fell into the water. As he desperately struggled to swim toward the shore, the next moment, a dismembered body clearly chewed apart by the man-eating fish floated into view. They cautiously approached for a closer look. It was the poor fisherman. To figure out the cause of the incident, the next day the sheriff took 3 officers and drove a speedboat to the center of the lake for a deeper investigation. They first detected a massive crack caused by the earthquake using their equipment. 2 officers immediately suited up in diving gear and dived into the water to investigate. Soon, they ventured deep into the crack and discovered a vast underground lake. For safety reasons, 1 officer stayed at the entrance, while the other went down alone. What he saw inside left him speechless. Columns covered in glowing fish eggs lined the walls. Curious, the officer reached out to touch them, when suddenly, a low, growling roar echoed nearby. Panicking, he quickly lit a flare, but what he saw was beyond terrifying. It wasn't until he noticed the safety rope connecting to his teammate had snapped that the officer at the entrance realized something was wrong. He rushed into the cave to check and saw his teammate being viciously attacked by a swarm of strange fish. The officer fled for his life in fear, but the man-eating fish relentlessly chased him. Charles saw the 2 officers in danger on the monitor and was frantic to help. He hurried to jump into the water to rescue them, but it was too late. When the officer was pulled back on board, his lower half was completely missing. A still-living man-eating fish was also brought aboard. To find out exactly what these strange fish were, Charles brought the deadly fish, along with the lives of 2 officers, to a biologist for identification. The biologist said they likely survived by eating each other due to extreme hunger. In such dark environments, their vision severely deteriorated, but their hearing and sense of smell were sharpened to an incredible degree, and their behavior became increasingly bloodthirsty and violent. If these fish were to multiply in the lake, it could trigger a catastrophic disaster. Hearing this, the sheriff immediately sensed the danger, because the town was currently hosting a water festival.